Have you ever tried to fix something, maybe something a little complicated like a bike, and you turn to an AI for help? You follow the instructions to the letter, only to realize it missed a step that was, well, painfully obvious. This happened, and it shows a huge blind spot in AI that we're only now starting to fix.
Yep, you heard that right. A text-only AI gave super detailed instructions for how to take off a bike wheel, but it completely forgot to mention the brakes physically holding the wheel in place. It's the perfect example of an intelligence that can read, every repair manual in existence, but it can't see the actual object right in front of it. For all practical purposes, it's completely blind.
But what if it wasn't? That one question just changes everything. What if an AI could look at that same problem right through your phone's camera and understand the physical reality of what's going on? Well, that's not science fiction anymore. Okay, let's dive into how this actually works. The piece of tech that gives AI the gift of sight is called Multimodal AI. And really, it's one of the biggest leaps forward we've seen because it's moving AI out of a world of pure text and into our physical world. Just think for a second about how we understand the world. We don't just read words on a page, right? We see things, we hear sounds, and our brain combines all of that to create the full picture. Multimodal AI is designed to do the exact same thing. It processes and weaves together different kinds of data to get a much richer, much more complete understanding of a situation.
Now, how it pulls this off is really cool. It essentially builds what you can think of as a universal dictionary. The technical term is a shared latent space, but let's stick with dictionary. Inside this dictionary, the written word wrench and a picture of a wrench are stored in the exact same place. They mean the same thing to the AI. This is what lets it translate between ideas, whether it sees them as text or as pixels from a camera.
And that really shows you the night and day difference. Your standard text-only AI is like a person who can only read. Sure, they're incredibly knowledgeable, but they have no sight, no hearing. A multimodal AI, on the other hand, is like a person who can read, see, and listen all at the same time. It can use all its senses to navigate the real world so much better.
So let's go back to that broken bike. When a multimodal AI looks at it, it isn't just seeing a picture. It's actually kicking off a really sophisticated logical process. It's trying to reason about the physical world. Let's break down how that happens. So the AI isn't just passively looking, it's actively taking the scene apart, trying to understand not just what the different parts are, but how they're supposed to work together, and, more importantly, why they aren't working right now. This all happens through a process we can break down into 4 clear stages. And here it is, the 4-stage inference chain. This is basically the AI's thought process for turning a bunch of pixels into a real practical solution. It goes from just identifying parts to spotting the actual problem, to getting a clearer view, and then finally to giving a precise instruction. Okay, first up, patching and semantic mapping. The AI breaks the image down into a grid of little squares or patches, and for each patch, it identifies what it's looking at, like this is the rear derailleur and this is the chain. But it doesn't just stop there with the labels. This next part is absolutely crucial. It's a concept called spatial grounding. Basically, the AI creates a 3D digital map of how all the parts are connected to each other. It's not just that there's a chain and a gear, it understands that the chain is next to the gear and threaded through the derailleur. It's building a physics model of the machine in its mind. All right, so the AI has its map. Now what? Well, this is where it gets really smart. It compares the map of your broken bike to its massive knowledge base of perfectly working bikes. It's hunting for anything that breaks the rules of physics. And there it is. That's the aha moment. The AI's internal visual physics engine kicks in. It sees that the chain and the spokes are trying to occupy the same space. It doesn't just see a stuck chain. It deduces the root cause. It reasons that the only way that could happen is if the derailleur hanger, the part that holds it all together, is bent. It diagnosed the real problem, not just the symptom.
But, real life is messy. What if the picture is blurry or the angle is weird? This is where the AI becomes interactive. It uses something called active vision to get a better look.
The AI can actually talk to you. It can ask you to move the camera to help it see better. This back and forth, this multi-turn conversation, lets it sharpen its understanding and make sure it has all the visual data it needs before it gives you any advice.
Okay, so the AI has found the problem and it's gotten a clear look at it. In this final stage, functional synthesis, it connects what it sees, which it calls a damage vector, to that huge internal library of repair manuals and instructions. And just look at the result. It's not some generic, remove the wheel instruction anymore. It's a precise, safe, expert-level game plan.
It gives you the diagnosis, it tells you the exact tool you need, and it even gives you a critical warning to stop you from making things worse. This is a whole different world from that first blind text-only AI.
So, fixing a bike is one thing, but this ability to reason about the physical world, well, that has applications that go way, way beyond that. This is fundamentally changing how we interact with technology in almost every industry you can think of.
I mean, just imagine it, an AI that can look at a photo of a skin rash on your phone and help with triage. A smart home that actually sees you walk up with your hands full of groceries and opens the door for you. Or a factory where an AI keeps an eye on the machinery and can predict a failure before it even happens. This is the future that visual AI is making possible right now.
And if you're wondering whether this is just a cool niche technology, think again. The market is paying very close attention. The multimodal AI market is set to grow at a rate of over 30% a year through 2032. This isn't just fascinating tech, it's becoming a core part of the modern economy.
Ultimately, by giving AI the ability to see, we are changing our entire relationship with it. We're moving away from just telling it what to do, and we're moving towards collaborating with it as a partner that can see, understand, and help us out in our own physical reality.